Hello everyone, and welcome to Viniq Biospheres. This episode, as it is the first one, will be a brief description of life on Viniq, which is the solar system in which life will appear in this series. So let's get started. So these are the 9 planets that orbit Viniq. 3 of them are habitable, one being a moon. The Viniq star is a type A star, which emits a large habitable zone and acquires a slight blue tone. I will start this series at a point where multicellular life has already developed. There could be thousands of species, but for now I'll focus on about 2 to 4 species per planet. So that's about a maximum of 12 species to start with. I think that's pretty good. I'll start with Viniq I, Iris. In Iris, there's 3 species. The first one is the Triamatria. In ancient times, this species slithered around like a worm, but today it has grown fins and can, although very primitively, swim upon the oceans. Alright, now we have the first species. Let's go on with the second one. Yes, the Asteriostoma. Their larvae float around in search for land, and when they find it, they promptly attach themselves to it, becoming their adult form. They have developed 5 arms, which move around, making the currents bring the food to them. Alright, we already talked about the Asteriostomos and the Triamatrias, so let's move on to the third and final species that inhabits the world of Iris. These are the Xenophucitas. They are parasitic critters who feed on the Asteriostomos. Much like fungi, they are mainly composed of roots underground and then have a head that sticks out and has the purpose of mating. This will grow on the Asteriostomos until said Asteriostoma dies, which will then leave them with no food, causing them to die and their shell to break apart. The Asteriostoma and the bodies from all the Xenophucidae will contribute to the development of microbial mats, which will in turn serve as food for the Triamatrias. Alright, we're done with Viniq I. Now it's Viniq H's turn. This is a Movgrassidon. They use anthocyanin to gain their rich purple color. And they also have a small leaf on the top of the plant to increase photosynthesizing area. Alright, now we have the first one. Let's go to the second and last species inhabiting Viniq H. This is the Rotundozoa, a radially symmetrical creature. It feeds on microbial mats and essentially whatever food happens to fall on land. They digest it outside of the body and then proceed to eat it. So that's all that we have on Viniq H. Now let's move on to the final planet, well, in this case the final moon, Viniq JB. These are the Xenomedusae. They eat by using special hairs in their tentacles that can trap the microbes, which will then be absorbed by the arm. The Xanthocauli are plants that absorb the rich blue energy of the sun, releasing a strong yellow tone in return. These yellow plants will spread in groups. I spent a lot of time on this project and I'm so glad it's finally released. So tell me what you think down in the comments. But for now, stick around to see how these worlds develop.